Shalom and welcome to this week's edition of the Rabbi's Ramblings. I hope you've had a wonderful week. Today we're going to talk about something that all of you are familiar with, and that is Jewish guilt. In this week's parsha, we speak about the individual who has purchased a new home. It states that you must build a fence around your roof, if it's a flat one, to make sure that nobody falls off and hurts themselves. So when we look at this verse, it tells us that if some person gets up there and falls off the roof, even though they decided to do some cartwheels on a snowy day on top of a roof, and they fall, it's still we are responsible. So you see that there is in some way telling us that the concept of Jewish guilt is true. That even though I really had nothing to do with it, the person doesn't belong on the roof when it's a snowy day, but at the end of the day, I'm responsible because I did not put up a fence there. But the truth is that there's two versions of Jewish guilt. There is the traditional one that we always talk about, the mother giving the Jewish guilt trip to their son, or the father that's feeling guilty, the 70-year-old father that's feeling guilty that he didn't buy his son that bike when he was 7 years old, and therefore he's failed in life, all because he couldn't put together the money necessary for their bike, and so on. But there's another form of Jewish guilt, and that's what the one in the verse is referring to when it comes to the fence of the roof. And that is that we matter, and therefore we can make a difference. That we have to recognize that we can't just say, I want to do something on my own, it's no big deal, I can't make a difference for the good, I can't make a difference for the bad. The Torah says no. That if you don't put up that fence, if you don't make sure to do something right, then if something goes wrong, then you are responsible. But at the same time, and even more so important it is that if you do something, if you do make a difference, then they will accomplish something and you can have it. So therefore you got two versions of the Jewish guilt for you. You can either have the empowering one, saying that what you do makes a difference, or you have the old one, the Jewish guilt, which will just lead someone to depression. But remember that you matter, so therefore make a difference. Shabbat Shalom.